We live?
Is this thing on?
Yeah. Hey.
Yep.
Mic check. Mic check.
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
Yo, happy Sunday, everybody.
What up? What up? What up?
Highway 54. The posse is in the house right now. The dog pound. Remember that? Dog pound.
No, ain't no dog pound, bro. The dog pound got sent home, bro.
Oh,
the Chiefs, we took him out, baby. Dog pound's at home. Listen.
Well, welcome
Chiefs
out
in the
there,
building.
Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. I know we've got some really good not clients, but listeners out there. It's been an eventful week, and we are a few days away from the new year. Because, 2021 actually starts at January 20th.
I was like, Floyd got his days fucked up again.
Yeah, COVID-19 stuff, man. So, little stuff's happening right now. Hot Pockets had recalled some of the Hot Pockets, about 763,000 pounds of frozen food.
That's crazy. I used to live off of those things.
Hot Pockets. That's why you shouldn't be fucking with that shit. It'll blow your asshole up, bro. The Hot Pockets don't play, dude. And I can't imagine what the recalled ones were doing to people. If the regular ones that are good fuck your butt up, like, come on, man.
Is it bits of glass and plastic, right?
Yeah,
Something, right?
Yeah, about 4 people got hurt. So it's the Hot Pocket. Look at your Hot Pocket. If it says best before February 2022, and then there's some lot codes there. So look it up. Make sure you don't think that. But it's mostly the premium pepperoni made with pork, chicken, and beef pizza garlic buttery crust ones. So
That's fucked up.
That is what my children eat.
You know what that means? Switch over to lean pockets.
Yeah, so if you got that, please check. If it's the best before February 22 and it's those flavors, you want to double check on that one.
How many people probably got blood in their fucking stool and they think, it's just a Hot Pocket effect, not realizing they got shards of glass in their shit.
Also, if it's expired, throw that shit away.
Right.
Yeah.
You ever had that Hot Pocket burn to your the roof of your mouth?
Oh, fuck.
All the time.
Nuke your shit.
Every time.
The temperature of the
Every
soup
time.
and you bite into it.
Yeah.
Especially when you come home hungry.
Yeah.
Don't care. No 2-minute rule. Eat that shit right away.
I ain't had a Hot Pocket in like 7 years.
Yeah, it's been a while since I had Hot Pocket, but I mean, when you're deployed and stuff, or you're in the dorms, and he's like, "Oh, the Hot Pocket is the easiest one to eat."
It was convenient.
Yeah. Well, also, you guys. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the NRA. I'm not for it against them, but NRA just filed for Chapter 11 in Texas.
It's the fuck they get.
Yep, they're trying to move to Texas right now, but they filed in Texas, so I guess they're all moving their operations in Texas. So that's how it is.
The NRA, they're always on that bullshit. Like when Obama was in office, it was always he's gonna take our guns away, right? And then fucking gun manufacturers, they sold more guns than any time in history. And guess what they're doing right now with Joe Biden? He's gonna take our guns away. So while these motherfuckers is filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, watch business be booming in the gun manufacturing industry. So more, same old song and dance.
It is.
What's up, Mark?
Mark's always in the house, but yeah, I've been wanting to buy a gun, so a handgun, whether it be a Beretta or something like just to have one, man. So
a Glock.
A Glock.
A Glock.
But yep, NRA is filed for bankruptcy. I guess stuff trickles down, and a lot of companies now are disassociating themselves from the current administration, which, if you guys know, they only have a few more days left.
It's been quiet though, man.
Quiet. It's been actually really nice, right? Since January 6th, January 7th, where a lot of these social medias has been, banning or outing these people who've been inciting these violence, and so have you noticed a little bit? There is news out, but not the rhetoric that you hear for 4 years.
Dude, it almost feels like the quiet before the storm, though. Like I feel like there's more shit to come. You know what I'm saying? Like these motherfuckers is quiet, but don't think that this quiet is mean like this is what we have to look forward to. There's like something brewing. Is how it feels, And that's not to be on no like scare tactic shit. That's not to be fear mongering or any of that bullshit. But it's like there's gonna be some bullshit. Like know that there's gonna be some bullshit.
But did you see the pictures of the Capitol, man? My brother in arms. Like I feel them, man. We know that feeling for those of us who deployed or have a family that deployed. Like sleeping where you need to sleep, sleep where you got them, lay on the floor, resting on each other, like it's 20,000 plus troops right now, our soldiers are right now at the Capitol, and then because all the other state capitals have National Guards and reservists protecting. I'm like, dude, they're not playing around, man. That's an invasion. Like,
we have more troops in our capitals right now than we have in Iraq and Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying? And what's fucked up about this is we have these groups, these Trump supporters sided with white supremacists and whoever, and literally we have our own troops having to protect ourselves against our own citizens. So these people are potentially having to turn the gun on their own citizens, and that's got to be a fucked up feeling for every one of them. You know what I'm saying?
What's going through their minds as they're holding these weapons? And like, this is not Afghanistan. This is not Kuwait. This is not Iran. This is against our own. Like, are we getting ourselves into? It's like super historic, sad at the same time. I hope nothing pops off. But did you hear about Michigan? They had a small protest with people armed up. I'm like, what are you thinking? Man, that's the culture of these people. Like, they feel immune. They feel empowered. They feel like nothing can touch me. Remember that I posted about that lady flew a private jet to DC, posted everything on her Twitter, on Facebook. We're in the Capitol, life or death. I'm so excited. And then she's crying because the FBI knocks on her door.
Got her ass hemmed up.
Yeah.
And now she's begging to be pardoned.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and saying blaming it on Trump too, saying the president called us. He summoned us there.
Yeah, he told us to do this. We're only following him, and this is exactly what 4 years of this administration. It's like a perfect example of what these last 4 years have been. They have never been called on their shit, and then all of a sudden, nobody wants to hear it anymore. Everyone wants to distance themselves and say, well, you're paying for it now. And they're like, no, no, I refuse to pay for it. I refuse to. And it's that entitlement that was okayed. It was okayed by the administration.
And of course, you got those videos of TikTok and Facebook where they're, no fly list.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They catch them in the airplane, and they tell them to get off. And then a few of them crying, still like, I can't believe blah blah blah. So what happened? And you know what's so sad is like they're doctors, nurses, veterans, police officers. Get what do you think is going to happen? Anything in the whole entire world, the Capitol has cameras everywhere. If you use your phone during that time in a specific area, we're gonna tag you. And everything that you steal on social media, look, FBI don't play around. So if you didn't get caught now, you will be caught. Especially if you're posting stuff. Oh man, it's sad. It's crazy, but for those who know, I mean,
I don't
you
feel
expect
sorry for
that.
them. I don't feel sorry for them.
They
Fuck
throw
that.
the book at these motherfuckers. They better throw the book at them, bro. And as crazy as this is the same crowd that was mad at Colin Kaepernick for taking a fucking knee. They didn't like him taking the knee, but they're like, fuck it, let's storm the Capitol. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking got nooses out and shit, trying to hang Mike Pence and everybody else in that motherfucker. That's the way they wanted to protest, but Colin Kaepernick taking a knee was just too much. Oh my God.
But that's supposed to be a peaceful protest, okay? Not like what happened back in summer. And that's what everyone compares it to. Oh, you're making a big deal out of what happened in January 6th, but what about what happened in the summer? And you're like, bitch, people were protesting injustice, and you're protesting because
fake
you're
news.
Bitch, because you guys can't fucking take the loss. You can't comply.
Yeah. I just can't wait for the day that we don't have to talk about him and his family.
Yes. I'm so tired.
Really,
it's gonna be a while.
Probably the whole 4 years that he's in impeachment.
It's gonna be a while.
So people are talking about, a little bit about, not a little bit, but, impeachment. So he is the first president to be impeached twice under the House. So now it's gone to the Senate. And so what does he lose? Do you guys kind of know what, if he gets impeached for the second time, fully impeached, I think it's on the 19th, the day before he leaves, the day before the 20th, 19th, that they're supposed to meet up again and vote at the Senate. What do you think the president will lose if he is fully impeached?
He loses pension. He loses Secret Service protection for the next 10 years or whatever they're supposed to get it now. It used to be a lifetime. Now it's 10 years. I don't know. I know those two for sure, though. I don't know the rest.
So
I think he loses his chance to run on 2024.
Yeah.
So that's $200K plus in pension for the rest of his life. He loses $1 million in travel expenses allowance. Holy moly! I didn't even know that. Loses the full-time Secret Service detail. I think that's where he's shedding his pants because he won't have the secret police to be protecting him anymore. Because everybody after the 20th. Boy, I want my money.
Bro, he's got a fucking all these patriots behind him. I'm sure he'll find some kind of Secret Service bullshit.
Someone will volunteer.
Patriots.
They'll volunteer to be.
Also, stuff that he may lose if he gets impeached fully. His two kids will have $1 million each of the yearly travel allowance. Like, why would they have an allowance to travel? His wife loses $500,000 in allowance, and then his rent won't be paid for. There's a furniture allowance he'll lose for his office, and the last one, he cannot be buried at the Arlington Cemetery. Wow. So is it important that this happens? Send a quick a real big message that you just can't be doing what you did the past 4 years, and especially lead to January 6th in shame. So
Yeah.
Well, he needs to be held accountable. So.
Well, they all do, and
all of them, yeah, all of the Republicans who stayed quiet, the Republicans who backed them up, and
Josh Hawley, Ted Cruz,
fucking Marco Rubio.
The sorry, Colorado, but your newest senator, I don't know what she is, man.
She's a nut job.
The bar, I don't know, bar owner, gun toting. I mean, she's a freshman. Like, it's like young. I'm sorry, LTs. I love you, my LTs. I've through my career, but the young, wide-eyed LT who thought that he can rule the world. That's what she is right now.
She's a fake ass Sarah Palin.
Yeah. She is big time. But you see her rap sheet? Her rap sheet is like, you ran for Senate and you won? Yeah, she has a rap sheet. Her and her husband right now. Not showing up to court, unruly, all kinds of stuff, man. So.
And she won? How the hell does that happen? That sounds like something that would happen in Florida.
That's my question out there to Colorado. Like, I don't know what happened, Okay, well that's the main news. Of course, hey, you guys get your stimulus check? I don't know if I never asked that, but yeah, I got mine.
I got mine.
Yeah.
I got mine.
Still waiting? Wow, that's weird. Did you get the first one?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, whether they give it to me or not, but I'll take it. And then the next one, the next round, 1,400, but they might up that or that should be in February. But did you notice, Abigail, we talked about too, like, did you notice a lot of people shopping?
Oh yeah, they did. They went shopping.
Everywhere.
Like, they, my friends and I were like, hey, Costco is hopping. Sam. Home goods.
Everybody in Costco right now.
Yeah, like Victoria's Secret's been, big sales, Bath and Body getting that soap, like Amazon. Amazon's been just
Amazon. Oh my God, yeah.
Dude, if you want to stimulate the economy, that's what you do, man. You give money to the people that are going to spend it. You don't give money and all these fucking tax breaks to all these millionaires and multi-billionaires who all they do is hoard money. The economy grows when people are spending, and you give it to the people who are who need it and who are going to use it.
Yeah.
What up, Shonda?
Give it to me.
What they like the American leadership has no problem bailing out big banks, Wall Street, the auto. You know what I'm saying? I get that. The farmers, I get that there's a need for that because of there's a bigger picture. But when it comes to the American people, where the money actually are coming from, a majority of our money is coming from our income and our taxes. It's just like pulling teeth. Sorry to say that, Eric, but you like you're pulling teeth. I don't understand, and then you give me $600. I'm like, well, I'll take the $600, but that's it. There's a lot of people out here hurting. When did we start this? Like March?
Yeah, March.
March last year.
March 15th.
What is $600 going to do? It's going to help me to pay some gas and some food, but how about the other years? There's people like very unfortunate. They lost their house.
Oh yeah, lost their business, lost their home,
not eating food. So
I think small businesses really got affected.
Oh yeah,
the housing you can't really blame the housing because people are buying houses left and right now. But people that lost their jobs because of the small business that got affected. Medium to small businesses probably. And the airline business got hit a lot too, and anybody in travel and restaurants really got hit. So.
Oh yeah,
Vegas,
everybody,
hotel,
travel, tourism, restaurants, all those people. But they need to bring those Uber fees down, though. Shit.
Dude, yeah, I haven't driven Uber. I used to drive Uber, test it out.
The Uber Eats fees, crazy, dude.
Bruh, they busting heads on that shit.
Yeah.
When I keep ordering out of restaurants, but every time, like, freaking a $10 meal becomes like $25.
Yeah, someone told me like a 20-minute ride one night was like $120. Like,
really?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Peak hour.
Well, what
peak hour? 120. I don't know what the fuck. Like,
I'd have got the fuck out and walked.
They got that. Maybe they got that Uber luxury or whatever.
They did that. So one of the last times I did it, I went to the airport and I was in Mission Valley. I was like, the fuck? I was in Mission Valley, but I got a call to the airport. Like, fuck, must be everybody's busy, dude. $80 ride, man.
Wow.
I took it, stepped, drove all the way to the airport, and he was like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" I don't know, man. It says $80 ride. Fuck, I picked you up. So I can imagine now that the Uber and Lyft just skyrocketed just because there's not enough. There's not enough riders out there, drivers, and of course, if you're the nearest one from the airport and you're like 30 minutes out, dude, it's a lot of money, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, I wanna keep buying from restaurants, but just the Uber Eats fees, man. Oof.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Support local guys. That's one of the things. You know, I've got people in the industry too, and DJs too, man. You know, there's some people.
Yeah, man, we're hurting, man.
We're hurting big time. That's why me and Eric are getting ready, man. That wedding, people push back their weddings big time. So there's going to be a lot of calls, and there's not enough DJs to go around to do all these weddings and
right.
events.
It's probably going to happen.
Yes, sir. So me and Eric will be pretty busy at the end of the year. Probably.
Yeah.
We ready? You know, San Diego or California or even the Powerball from each state has gone up to $540 million right now. Nobody won this Saturday, but there were there were a couple winners who had 5 numbers. Each of them worth almost $3 million each.
Wow.
And for San Diego, San Diego right now, most of the 5 came from one gas station in Linda Vista.
I'm about to head to Linda Vista after this.
Yeah. So the guy said, "Oh man, you know, usually we sell about $200 worth of lottery. Like today, just now, $1,000 worth of lottery tickets. So if it goes up to Saturday, it's going to go up to almost $700 million.
That's crazy.
Would you take lump sum or would you take overtime?
Hell yeah.
Give me my money. I want the whole
Give me
fucking
my money
thing.
now.
Let's go. I want the whole fucking thing. Shit.
Yeah, I'm 44 years old. I don't have like another 40 years. I don't want to wait another 40, 30 years.
No, I ain't going to make it another 40 years.
Give it to me now. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it. You know,
700 million. So that's what, 350 million. I'll take that.
What's the first thing everybody would buy? What's the first thing you'd spend your money on? What'd you do?
Pay off.
I'll pay my bill.
House, pay off my house.
Buy house.
Yeah.
I'd buy a house.
I pay off
the house. My parents' house. Yep.
Yeah, I'd buy a house.
Then buy my kids their place.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. No,
would you buy a Tesla? I'll buy that Tesla. No. I'll buy that Tesla truck.
You like that thing?
I don't know, man. I just say to have it, you know. I'm not a car guy.
I'm buying myself a Chick-fil-A.
A Chick-fil-A.
Buy yourself a Chick-fil-A.
There you go, man.
It's only $10,000 to buy the Chick-fil-A franchise, man.
I know.
What?
Yeah, but they fucking own your ass. I mean, you pretty much you're a franchisee, but you're really just a manager. You're a glorified manager.
Oh yeah.
But do you really want to be associated with Chick-fil-A?
Fuck no. With Dan Cathy? Hell no.
No.
That motherfucker makes some bomb ass chicken. Don't get me wrong. I'll eat that shit, but I ain't working for his bitch ass. Hell no.
Man.
I would rather, if I had to buy a franchise.
Yes.
If I had to buy a franchise, it would be Subway, because every fucking buddy wants a Subway.
Hold on now.
No, Jimmy John's.
Hold on now.
Jimmy John's.
Hey, so
Jimmy John's.
But if you have $10 in your pocket, and that's $10, Subway.
Yeah. So if you had $10 in your pocket, you have all the franchises right in front of you. Where would you go first?
$10. That's like 2 $5 boxes of Taco Bell.
Hey, you have to take into consideration tax, man.
Oh shit! Okay.
That's just one box.
$10.
$10 shit.
Panda Express. 2 choice, half and half, orange chicken with beef and broccoli, please.
$10? That's not $10.
That's $10.
It's like 8 something with tax, depending on where you're at.
Two choice.
I know because that's my son's. That is my son's restaurant because that's Panda Express.
Uncle Eric said Chipotle and Culver's.
Yep.
Culver.
Oh, they just opened up a Culver's in my neighborhood. It's like 5 minutes away, and that line is like ridiculous. I told my husband, I said, we'll wait 2 weeks. Everyone will forget.
I never ate Culver, even Chipotle yet.
Yeah, they got bomb ass. They got some bomb ass shakes and shit too.
That's what I heard. I heard their shakes are really good.
The shakes are fire.
I gotta write that down.
I'm a hamburger girl. I love burgers. It's like give me burgers and barbecue. That's me.
We are not sponsored by anybody, by the way.
Right. We are here showing mad love.
Chick-fil-A. We will never say no.
Right? Taking no kind of money off this.
We don't get shit.
Hella segue. Lottery. What you're gonna buy? The franchise options. $10.
Jolly Bee, man. Jolly Bee. I'd buy Jolly.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's hard. That's hard to get.
Mango pie. Peach mango pie, man.
There you go.
Magnasal. Shit, I'll buy that too. Barbecue chicken. All right, guys. So I know Erica and Susanna's not here, but I'm gonna take over Erica's, and we have a top 10 list. And so we did vote. We had two choices, and this is the choice we picked. Hold on. All right, in no specific order. This is 10 things you wouldn't expect are great for relationships. I know all of us here in a relationship, either married or going to get married or still looking for one, but have been in relationships, right, Kellen? So, things you wouldn't expect are great for relationships, and we can debate this all you want. So, in no particular order, right? So I'm just going to count down one. So number one, doing chores together.
Do what? What's
doing chores together?
Fuck out. That's a good thing.
I don't know, man.
Like grocery shopping.
Yeah.
I have to go grocery shopping with my husband. He can't go shopping by himself. And then the one time my husband went grocery shopping, he called me on FaceTime and I walked him aisle by aisle what he had to buy.
Did he ask you for pictures?
No, I actually told him to flip the camera. I'm like, that's the one. You see that one? That's the one.
You were FaceTiming him too. Like, oh yeah, you gotta make sure you get this right shit here.
Yeah, not that
no,
one.
He didn't know. He didn't know where. He was like, where am I supposed to get this? And I was like, go to the back of the store.
There's a vegetable aisle?
Yeah. He's like, which one? Green apples, red apples.
Beer and the steak. I see that aisle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So doing chores together, they say, stay together, work together, does wonders for someone who want to get the relationship more in depth. So. Okay, number two, touching while sleeping. For like 2 seconds, like hug. I'm hot. I get hot.
Yeah, man. That doesn't work in my household. My wife told me it's hot. Stay away from me, man.
I know, right?
You just went to the bathroom.
No, I'm sleeping.
Leave me alone.
I just heard you flush and not wash your hands.
Oh, that's wrong.
Research says that if you're part of a couple that doesn't sleep near each other at all, you may want to consider closing the gap.
Like those 2-bed couples?
Yeah. Spooning. I don't know.
I'm with it.
Touching their cold feet. I don't know.
I need all that. Let's go.
Hand on the titties, on the butt.
Yeah.
Hey, fellas, are you okay with being Little Spoon?
Yeah. Spoon? Yeah, I'm okay with that.
You okay with, no, I said, are you okay with being Little Spoon? Not Big Spoon. Of course you're going to be Big Spoon. You ever okay with letting your girl be the Big Spoon?
Oh, yeah. I'm okay with that.
Doing the hugging?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
I guess, whatever. Probably be probably be dead asleep anyway.
Yeah, but not to sleep. You just like comforting them, and then after a while, like, look, I gotta sleep. Like I need my space, because I get hot. I get hot easy. So
That's when you fart.
yeah, there you go.
Just touch your other ass.
Number 3, eating dessert together.
Yeah, gotta split those calories.
You do the subo. You feed them. Oh, here's some cheese.
Here's the how about
that.
Are you gonna
I
eat
don't
that?
do that.
That's you, Floyd. I can see you.
Yeah, I've done
you, man.
That's
I don't know if
good.
it's a thing, but what do you call that? They do that. Subo. Subo. Subo.
Yeah, spoon feed. I'm
Yeah,
like, here's a spaceship.
I mean, if I want my husband to taste something, I'll feed it. But like most of the time, I give him his own plate of dessert, and I have my own plate of dessert because
Good on you.
he doesn't like to share his desserts.
Yeah, but so, for example, the last bite, you don't eat it, right? So you're supposed to subo. You're supposed to feed him. Here you go.
That's a very.
I don't like that shit when girls be like, they're trying to act like, they're trying to watch their figure, so they don't want to eat any dessert or whatever. They're like, oh, I'm good. I don't want anything. And the dessert, and then they want some.
Right.
I'm like,
that shit.
I was getting ready to buy you your whole ass own dessert. Even if you just took a bite of it, it was about to be yours. And now you still want some of my shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be selfish, but it's like when it comes to dessert, bro. We're talking about dessert. That's a different story. You know what I'm saying? Get your fucking own.
Yes. As a woman, I will tell you this. Fuck that shit. Get your dessert. Do not share it with the boy because guarantee he will make you feel bad when you want to taste from it. So no, get your own shit.
What we do if it's a new restaurant, we order 2 desserts and we just split it, so both parties can enjoy whatever. If we can't really decide what it is, but,
yes,
I hate having one dessert because it's like, here, you have it. No. You have it. Like, oh my god, just eat the damn thing.
No, I will buy 2. Like if I want one, or I want 2 desserts. I can't make up my mind. I will order both. I'll give him the one that I least like. Let him finish it, and I'll be like, "Hey, can I taste that?"
I'm kind of old school. I like the dessert sharing at the end too. So
Lloyd, you fucking love your ass.
He does to me all the time. So like,
Floyd is like Mr. Romantic right here.
Floyd be on that. Floyd be on that motherfucking. What was the show with the motherfucking dogs and they have the spaghetti in their mouth?
Lady in the
Tramp. Lady in the Tramp. Yeah, Floyd's a lover, baby. He is a lover. Hey, I'm with Unc and Darius, man. They said they're not sharing the desserts. I'm just saying, bro. I'll share everything else with you, but for whatever reason, man, when it comes to dessert, I will fight you. I will fight you over dessert, bro. Yes. Like, especially if I get your fucking own.
You didn't want it.
Yeah, you had your opportunity. I'll buy you a whole fucking cake. I don't care. You can just take one bite of it, but don't eat mine. Mine.
So ladies, do you swipe left or right for Kellen? Sharing.
Hey, I let it be known, bro. I ain't never even try to hide it. I tell them. Some girls like, oh, you're selfish. Like, I mean, with my dessert, yeah, you goddamn right.
On the first date?
Oh yeah, I told him first. I'm not gonna fake it, bro. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm okay with you eating my dessert.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm not gonna fake the funk on it, bro. It's like, no, it's all good. I will buy you whatever fuck you want, but I'm gonna eat my dessert. Shit. Hey, don't.
Hi, Mama Penny. So we're talking. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about 10 things you wouldn't expect are great for relationships. So we're at number 4 right now. So going to sleep at the same time.
Nah.
No. My husband can fall asleep like within minutes, within seconds. He'll lie down and he'll be like knocked out.
I think once you pass 30, it changes.
Yeah, I have insomnia, so
I got a snickerdoodle butt cake.
right?
And my wife ain't getting a bite.
Hey, did you buy one for your wife? No. Did you buy one for your wife, Darius? Because I guarantee if you didn't buy her one and it's in the fridge, it ain't yours anymore. It's hers. Sorry, man.
Listen, you about to start wars over here with these fucking.
Right.
Sorry.
So going to sleep at the same time. It turns out research says that if you go to bed together, plays a big role in overall happiness of a couple. Different bedtimes correlate less happiness in a relationship because you're not synced up. So going to sleep is a ritual where it could bring you closer. But some people work at night, some people work at day, and some people had a long day, and so I take naps all the time. So I don't wait for her to sleep. When I sleep, I sleep. There's no waiting.
Listen, quickest way you'll get me to go to the bed at the same time. If you're going to bed mad early, and I like to be up late.
Don't wear any clothes.
You be staying up late. Staying up late.
Listen, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need you to put me to bed. You got to put me to bed, shit. Ain't gonna be none of that. Ain't gonna be none of that. We just go in here just to lay down and go to sleep. It's 8:30. What are you talking about?
You gonna be like, do you need to share your dessert?
You want me in this bed? We got some shit to discuss. We got some things to handle. Shit.
All right. So 10 things you wouldn't expect are great for relationships. This I'm not sure about: gossiping about other couples. So most people believe gossip to be negative, but a professor says that in fact she believes that gossiping about other couples can actually bring a couple closer.
What kind of couple is this?
I don't know.
Right. Only time motherfuckers gossiping is when they got some shit they try to cover up and they try to make another motherfucker look bad. You know what I heard he was doing? Oh, he's doing fuck out of here.
I saw his car in front of his car in Nancy's house. I don't know what he's doing there. It's your best friend, right?
He was at that movie.
He might be giving some lumpia. Yeah, she's giving
not the lumpia, boy.
Very small lumpia.
That ain't no vegetable lumpia either, man.
Yeah, get that pork beef. That beef. You don't know about that one?
Yeah, we fight. Me and my girl, we fight about that sometimes. But every so often, we concern
about the lumpia. About the little lumpia.
Yeah, gossip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about the little lumpia too.
No, is it okay? It's like gossiping when you're telling your husband what's going on with your friends. Like we have friends who have grandchildren now, and my husband had no idea. He was like, "What?" And I said, "Yeah, their oldest daughter had a baby," and he's like, "Well, is that gossiping?"
No, just sharing other people's lives.
No, that's not gossiping.
Concerning. Yeah. What's the name?
I guess there should be that's what I do. My husband and I, we do talk about, we keep ourselves updated with what's happening with our friends, because he has friends that are married to my friends, and he has friends that are I have no idea who they are at all. So the ones we do mutually know, we talk about. Update each other.
Yeah, those are things, concerns, or congratulations, or she got pregnant. It's nothing bad about that. I don't think so.
Now, if you were like, my friend's husband was with your friend's wife over here.
Yeah.
Oh, that kind of.
It's usually like this. Hey, did you hear about so and so?
Right.
Oh yeah, no. My husband doesn't do that shit.
Why that voice, bro? Why that voice?
Has it happened to you before, Carlo?
That's a gossiping voice. Always looking left and right.
My number one rule is, if we are friends, if I'm friends with your wife or your girlfriend, whatever, do not put me in that position. You know what I'm saying?
What, the life worm?
Yeah, the rule, the brother rule, look, man, if you do some shit, don't put me in that position.
No, give me a heads up.
Because
Give
if
me a heads up.
Annabelle asked me, it's like, fuck, fuck. Eric was like, he's on the pole. He was like crazy.
Was y'all hanging out the other night? Oh, shit.
Help her brother out. No. Don't get me on that. But if Abby don't ask me, I ain't saying shit. Like,
throw him under the bus.
He's an angel. He's an angel. Yeah.
Carlos says he's throwing a motherfucker under the bus.
Just don't put me in that position.
I'm sitting there like, my throat, I think I got COVID. I can't talk right now.
You shouldn't be near me. You should move on.
You said, what about who? Huh? I don't know. Shit.
Yeah.
Nope.
All those deployments.
Oh,
all right, number 6. I agree with this. Plucking each other's hairs, examining each other's moles, or other personal hygiene tasks.
Oh, I like that. I like
Rose,
that.
yeah. She cuts my ingrowns, so yeah.
Oh,
Really
that's on another level.
I got an ingrown, man.
Oh,
Pop
Yeah.
my pimple on my back.
Engaging in grooming activities releases a rush of dopamine into your brain, a chemical which can make you feel happy and intimacy. That includes popping zits and blackheads, your white hairs, the white hair, just pluck the white hair and stuff like that. Checking it, hey, honey, do I have any boogers? No, like that. So. But don't pick it. So yeah, you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
yeah. No, I love that shit.
Like personal space.
Like, Karen, you got a big ass blackhead on your back.
Right. Get that shit. Get that big motherfucker that's on my back. That's been there for like 17 weeks. It needs to go. Shit.
All right. Number 7. Just going back to the dessert, picking food off each other's plate. Will that bring you closer?
I mean, I finished all of it because I paid for it. Does that qualify?
Yeah. I mean, they're saying there's a difference between taking food and sharing it. But sharing food is a very primal act. It's a way to show a sense of togetherness, enjoying positive food.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sharing food is cool. I'm good
Just
with
stay
that.
away from my
Just
dessert.
don't touch my fucking dessert. That's it. Don't touch my fucking dessert. You can have anything on my entree. You can have anything, whatever. You can have any of that shit. Don't touch my dessert.
Okay, dessert. Oh man.
Yes.
Oh man.
And lumpia, is lumpia off limits, or what do you?
I will share lumpia. Like what
Share
Alan
lumpia?
said, I will share everything, but not desserts.
Gotcha.
I just can't. I'm sorry. Like when we were in Scotland, and I had ordered sticky toffee pudding, and my husband goes, "Oh, that looks good. Save me some." And I said, "Okay, I'll save you some." I did not save him some.
Don't feel bad about it either.
I meant to.
No.
But
No, it's all good.
it was so good that I'm sorry. So I looked at him and I was like, I'll just order you one. And he looked at me and he goes, nah, it's okay. But
Ashley's like, don't touch my plate.
Ashley ain't having it. Ashley ain't having it.
That's the first thing I'm gonna do, Ashley. I'm gonna be picking off your plate. Hey, can you get that lumpia?
yeah.
I say, fuck around and get stabbed. You sit there, you act like you going for it. Like, oh shit, I didn't mean to poke you with that. I was trying to grab you.
All right, number 8, man. Playing video games together.
Oh yeah, me and my wife used to do that.
I don't play games, so
Yeah.
Okay. I don't play video games, but my husband does. And what I used to do, remember when they would come out with a video game and then they would come out with the manual on how to beat the game?
Yeah.
I would be the person telling my husband, okay, this is what you do to beat this level. That would be me.
You're the Google.
Yeah, I was. And
She's like,
you know,
co-pilot.
Yeah. I'll watch him play, but play video games? Nah.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, well, it says 70% of couples who play video games feel like there's a positive influence in their relationships. So,
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see
We do
that.
that. Right now we're playing NBA 2K1.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
do you let her win or do you beat her?
Dude, she beat me all. I think yesterday was like 3-1. But no, it's fun. It's something else to do during this time. But she's pretty good with basketball, sports games, and car racing games. Everything else, I'm okay. But
I'm trying to play Call of Duty and have her on the mic talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be playing, but she'll be talking shit like it's her. You know what I'm saying? Just talking reckless to people.
You a motherfucking.
Did she call me a bitch yesterday?
Ass bitch.
Yeah. She beat me with a buzzer beater yesterday, and she called me a bitch.
No, man.
Where'd that come from?
Is that the only time you
playing
games?
What's that?
That's the only time you can call her a bitch when you're playing games?
No, she called me a bitch. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you're all quiet and shit, not, I'm trying to win here.
Oh, that's funny. All right, number 9. So we're talking about things you wouldn't expect are great things for relationships. Number 9, making up words, your own language.
I get down with that.
Goonie goo goo. I didn't know something like that.
Like your own pet names.
That Mugu Guy Pan. Shit.
Give me those sugar lippies.
Oh man.
Give me those sugar lippies.
Give me some kung kung tonight. Some kung kung.
Yeah, hey, there you go.
You're the sauce and I'm the loopy.
Trying to get some of that ratatouille.
Your red time.
Try and get some of that Peking Palace. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. We have code words. We have code words. We do.
What's your code words, Floyd?
To entree.
Yeah, it's you want some of that pure food hot dog? You want some hot dog? You like some hot dog? Hot dog? Pure food. You know about pure food hot dog?
Oh shit!
Remind me not to mention that in your house, Floyd, when I come home.
Hey, you order this shit.
We put our Filipino hot dogs on sticks and shit. So I be looking at
Floyd comes wearing a Speedo and shit. You like, Floyd, I legitimately wanted a hot dog, bro. Like,
it's not that kind of hot dog, Floyd.
Not in this house. Ain't gonna be none of that.
I have to be careful next time I come over, man. Floyd asks you want a hot dog? No, man. No.
Floyd said ding-a-ling, shit.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've had relationships throughout the years. Of course, we make up our own nickname stuff too. So I won't mention it here because she'll kill me. But we make our own languages. But one of the things is like when I talk about pure food hot dog, she knows. You want some hot dog tonight? Yes, you do.
Well, now that didn't sound appealing though.
That's like the least
right,
sexiest thing right now.
The least delicate of the meats. He like, you want some of this fucking processed ass penis? Shit.
All right.
That's hilarious.
All right. Before I go to the last one, let's go some honorable mention here. Taking separate vacations.
What?
That's supposed to bring you closer?
Yeah.
When she goes to Jamaica alone.
Yeah.
No.
It depends. I mean, she went to Europe.
If she's with the girls, then that's okay.
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying though. Like like letting you do a guy's trip, she gets to do her girl's trip. You guys come back and it's like, oh, I want to make up because I've been away from you. I've been with the girls now. I can see that, man. I can see that.
It sounds like I'm going to Mexico and clear my head.
I need some space.
Then you come back when I'm on adding you on Facebook. Like, what the fuck?
All right, they have women wearing the male partner's underwear. I guess you're talking about their boxers, right?
I saw it's not no dad white briefs.
Oh, I don't know, man.
As long as she ain't sticking her finger through the dick hole and trying to be all weird like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when the shit gets weird. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh no.
All right. So 10 things you wouldn't expect are great relationships. Here's the number 10, watching chick flicks together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a chick
Do
flick
that.
person.
It's a tough one for me.
I am an action movie
Really?
kind of. Yeah, I do. I love action movies. It's like my husband would be like, our first date, we watched True Lies.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Damn.
See, that's a little bit of a chick flick mixed in with an action flick right there.
Yeah.
Ooh, that bedroom scene. She danced around.
Right?
If you tell me that you want to watch The Notebook, I'd be like, bitch, no.
Bitch, no.
She said, bitch, no.
So research says that it turns out that watching romantic comedies and discussing them afterwards can significantly reduce the risk of divorce in newlyweds. Also, a doctor says that at least 5 romantic comedies a month can reduce the divorce rate from 24% to 11% in couples.
5 a month?
In their first 3 years of marriage.
A month?
That's what they said.
This must be new because this must be like a Netflix thing. If you do this back in the day, that'd be like $5 a tape.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
okay.
Somebody's got some stock and some rom-coms or some shit.
Like, I will watch Bridgerton with my husband. I will watch that because I like
Jerry Maguire.
No, I will not. I'll watch Mission Impossible with my husband.
Have you guys seen A Star Is Born?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
That movie is so fucking good.
It's so good.
Now, what category do you put that in? What do you call that?
It's not a comedy. It's a rom.
Oh no, it's not a rom-com by any means.
Drama.
Fuck no.
It's a category. It's a category that cry by yourself kind of type category.
It's kind of like almost biopic.
It could be considered a chick flick.
You said it is or isn't considered a chick flick?
No,
it is. I think
I would think it is considered a chick flick. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't watch it with my husband.
That shit. But you haven't seen it, Abby?
Is that the one with Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
I watched like bits and pieces of it.
Oh, you gotta
Abby, that fucking. I don't like that kind of shit. I really don't. But that shit is really good.
Is it really good? I haven't seen it.
Dude, it is so fucking good.
Yeah.
And man, I ain't gonna, what I'm saying, I ain't gonna sit on here and act like I cried. I didn't cry, but my eyes did get a little. I was like, woo!
It was close.
When they play that song at the grocery store too,
bro,
crying.
Bro, tell me something, girl.
Oh,
he died.
Dog, that whole soundtrack.
That's actually a good movie to watch together.
All right.
The part that fucked me up, honestly, it wasn't even the romance shit with them. It was with the brothers, man. When the motherfucker was like, they was tripping. He's like, I was always looking up to Dad. He's like, I looked up to you, and I was like, oh shit, goddamn.
Wait, is that his voice though? Is that him singing?
Yeah, he did sing that.
He was pretty good.
Yeah.
He was actually singing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name again? Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. Yeah. Yeah, they killed. I've watched that movie like 4 times, bro. It's good.
Yeah, I love Lady Gaga, but
Eric, check it out.
I love Lady Gaga now. I really do.
Yeah. Also, bro, the performance in the Grammy Awards, right?
Yeah.
Was it the Grammys?
Oh yeah. I thought they were, not acting. They were acting.
I was like, that's a couple right there.
I was like, these motherfuckers is creeping right now.
Yeah, creeping.
All right, so that's 10 things you wouldn't expect are great for relationships. I think we mostly agree on most of it. But at the end, number 10, watching a movie together. So, for us, me and my
Star Wars.
My wife, soon to be wife, Netflix and hot dogs. She knows what time it is. All right, guys. So Susanna, unfortunately, she's had a double whammy and she's feeling under the weather. We hope that she feels better in the next couple weeks. But we did record it, Kellen, over the weekend. We did record her spot. So let me introduce her new.
This is an interesting conversation.
It sure is. It sure is. All right, listen up.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Ask Susanna. I'm Susanna and we're with Kellen. We're going to be talking about everything anal sex. Are you ready for it, Kellen?
Butt stuff. Let's do it.
We're gonna talk butt stuff. We're gonna answer some of the questions that I get on a daily basis doing what I do. And we're also going to go into tips, tricks, and things that I find fun. So
tell the people what you do.
So, I am not just a sexpert, but I am a disease intervention specialist. So I specialize in communicable disease, but not just like COVID-19 or things like that, but I actually specialize in HIV and STDs. So I want to keep you healthy. I want to keep your penis and your vagina healthy. And I want to talk about everything sex. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right. So let's get into it. So if people they're in a relationship, they want to take the next step, spice things up. How does one go from, hey, baby, we're doing this regular thing to now I want to do some anal?
So I say approach it in a way that you feel most comfortable. So if you want to do it in a very, prim and proper, let's sit down and talk about this, that's great. Or if you want to, do it in a more relaxed, kind of joking, just feel the other person out, that's fine too. It's just important to have that conversation, not springing on them in the middle of, sexy time. That's
So you're saying this isn't something that should just suddenly pop up in the midst of sex. It's something that needs to be like premeditated and really thought out.
Absolutely. I mean, there are some things that you can pop up in the middle of a good sex session, like, hey, slap my ass. Is it okay if I do this? That's fine. That's healthy communication during sex. But when it comes to anal sex, it's not the best thing to pounce on someone in the moment, just because there needs to be a conversation about it. There are very strong feelings, that a lot of people have when it comes to anal sex, but also there's a preparation process. And that's very important. That's not just talking about hygiene, but also, like relaxation, communication, things like that go into it. And those are some things that I can touch on too.
So what are some common rumors and misconceptions of anal sex?
Oh, that, so the two biggest ones that I want to touch on is, what I get a lot is, if I have anal sex, I'm not really having sex.
Oh shit! No. I won't say any names, but when I was in high school, we had a girl. She's a good friend of mine, and she literally was like, "Kellen, so I did this thing, let a dude put it in my ass, blah blah blah. I'm still a virgin, right?" And she literally did that because. So it's funny you brought that up, because she literally did that thinking that she was still a virgin. Because
I get that. I have had to have that conversation with a lot of 14, 15, 16-year-old girls.
Yeah.
So that's a big one. Is no, anal sex is still sex, just like oral sex is still sex.
Technically, yeah.
So that's a big one.
That's a weird one though, to say oral, like say a girl, like they've done oral sex and they're like, oh, I'm no longer a virgin. Like, so I get why anal takes away that. But oral, explain that.
It's still a sexual act. I think what a lot of people get confused at is, when we're saying virginity, a lot of females just think that means, okay, well, my hymen is intact, right? So I'm a virgin. Well, physically, your vagina is still intact. I mean, your hymen, yeah, but you've had other sexual encounters. So sex is sex. There's just different types of sex.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's however you want to say it, but when it comes down to, having sexy time, oral sex, anal sex, vaginal sex, all types of different play, that's still sexual encounters. So that's the big one is,
Okay.
A lot of people are saying, okay, well, if I've had anal sex, I haven't really had sex. Another one is I cannot get an STD if I have sex.
From anal sex, people think that?
People think they cannot get STDs, or they don't have to wear a condom when having anal sex.
Now, doesn't anal sex increase the likelihood that you could pass HIV or can?
Absolutely, HIV is a big one. Yes, and I mean you are dealing with such sensitive tissue down there that can tear and rip, and it's actually more likely to pick something up, when you're engaging in anal sex, versus like oral sex or vaginal sex. So it's very important you always wear a condom during anal sex, whether you're with a committed partner or not. Always wear a condom.
What types of lubrications and things you were talking? Oh, I'm sorry, you're going to hit on something else.
No, that's what we're going into next. And another one I get is, oh, well, I wore a condom, but it broke. And I was like, okay, so tell me, how did it break? And normally it's due to them not having the proper lubrication. So you have to have the appropriate lubricant for the appropriate sex act. Now, if it is, for anal sex, you want to have a silicone-based lubricant. Now, if you have a water-based, it's not going to be as comfortable. You need a lot of lubrication because the anus does not self-lubricate. And if you use an oil-based, then you're going to deal with that eroding condoms. So if in a monogamous relationship and you absolutely hate condoms and you will not wear a condom, then if you want to use an oil-based lube, it'll get the job done and it'll be more comfortable than a water-based lube. But I recommend condoms and silicone lube for sure. Did you know that?
What's that?
Did you know that?
I did not know that. I'm learning new shit right now. Okay, no pun intended, but I'm learning some new stuff.
Good. So I want to know what are some of the big, taboos that you've heard of when it came to anal sex?
Oh man, the big taboos. I don't know what I've come to learn is like women either love it or they absolutely hate it, and there seems to be no middle ground. Like truly, I don't know anybody that's kind of like, it's all right, I'll do it from time to time. It's either they love it, absolutely love it, and they needed to have an orgasm, or they, they're like, nope, I'm not doing that, or I tried it once and it was terrible. Yeah, and I don't know what really, makes it that way, or how does one become comfortable? Like, is everybody capable of finding pleasure in it if they do it right, or is it just like some people, it's always going to be so sensitive and it's just not going to be their thing?
So I get a spectrum of responses. I have a lot of women that are, very indifferent to it. They're like, yeah, I mean, it's not like the best thing in the world, but if I'm drunk and feeling really rowdy, then it's, or if, I hear a lot of men too that are like, oh, I thought it was going to be absolutely amazing and I was super excited for it. And it was just, in their mind, it was like no comparison to other forms of sex. It was just a huge letdown. So, I mean, it's a spectrum of response. And also, pleasure, where does pleasure start, right? Pleasure starts in the brain.
Right.
If you have like, hang-ups is the easy way to say it, then that's going to limit what, you feel comfortable doing and how you experience, different actions. So if you are kind of resistant to the thought to begin with and you begrudgingly do it, then you might not enjoy it than if you were more open to it. I also, hear a lot from women, that, like I said, if they're drunk, it's absolutely so much fun and the best thing in the world. But if they're sober, they're like, it doesn't really feel that great.
Right.
So it depends on the person, depends on their perceptions and, notions of it. But I do, I do want to get into some of the things when it comes. I'm just going to say it. We're going to talk about cleanup and shit.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's an important piece right there.
What struck me is, when it comes to the hang-ups, right? A lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to embarrass myself, right? Like, what if something shows up on the sheets that I didn't want to show up, and now I'm embarrassed and mortified? So there's a process, right? There's different ways to prep. So, Kellen, what do you think? What do you think as a man that doesn't receive, that I know of, penetrative?
Oh, you're gonna throw a little that I know of.
What do you what do you think would be the proper preparation going into inside?
So, for the person that's about to receive it, or the person that's about to give it? proper.
Let's go both routes. Go ahead. What
all right. So I'm thinking if I'm getting ready to have sex with a girl and hopefully her bowels are cleaned up, like she's done got out her morning glory. Huh?
Okay, how do you think that's done?
What do you mean how I think that's done?
How do you think she cleans up? How does she prepare?
Well, I'm saying it would start with her like dropping a deuce like well before. So that's what I was talking about. Yeah, I don't fucking listen. If that's a thought in her head, like, oh my God, what if you like go in there and then there's something already in there just kind of chilling that wasn't quite ready to come out yet.
Yeah.
I would think that you would want to just pass that thing on beforehand. I don't know. Maybe I'm way off base with it, but
that's the very beginning of step one. But yeah, keep going.
Tie A first. Tie A first.
You know what I'm saying? You might want to wet wipe that area. You know what I'm saying? However that looks. But it would definitely have to be some fresh out of the shower type shit. I fecal matter. I don't do it. Can't do it.
You're not into mud play?
No. Don't do the mud.
No judgment.
No, listen, everybody to each their own. But yeah, I think it starts with that.
Absolutely.
Listen, I've got very limited experience with this. This is not. I like regular ass. I like shit that wets itself. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't enjoy. You're not a fan of.
Listen, yes, I've done it, and it was all right, but it wasn't like it was more painful than what I anticipated. So,
for you, or were you surprised at how painful it could be for the?
No, I was in pain. I mean, yeah. That shit didn't come out right.
You're in pain, huh, Kellen?
So yeah, playing that back, that shit does not come out right.
Condom not just to protect your partner, but to protect yourself.
Right.
So yeah, so let's go to preparation. You're absolutely correct. I mean, ideally, you want to have a bowel movement. Now, if you want to have that naturally, that's great. If you want to help along, that's fine. But there's a couple different options. I recommend in my opinion, the most hygienic option is an enema. Now, you can get they have little boxes in Target or whatever, little enema or douches, right? If you want to do like tap water, that's fine. Have it room temp. Give yourself an enema. Have a bowel movement. Douche until everything's clean, right? Everything comes out clean and clear. Right. And then hop in the shower, right? You want to soap up, set up, make sure everything's nice and clean. Right. And make sure, even double check with a little wet wipe when you're done, make sure everything's good. And then you want to have the proper lubrication. So like I said before, you want to have a silicone lubricant, you want to have a condom ready. And then you want to physically relax. So now talk about your experience, Kellen, about being painful, because I'm really curious about this.
First of all, everything you just described, it reminded me of fucking crab legs. Like that's like a lot of work for just a little bit of meat. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that, yo. This is too much fucking prep.
Do you lubricate crab legs?
I mean, that's not what Pornhub tells you, right? Pornhub tells you can just
lubricate with butter.
Rub it in.
Right.
And then you can go ass to
ass to mouth. We're going ATM on them.
Or and another thing, a lot of men, women don't know this as well, but even more men.
Yeah.
Anal sex, you cannot
put in the vagina. I do know that. Know that. Yeah.
Because you're just going to ask for all kinds of nasty infections.
Yeah.
So don't do that. But yes, I mean, Pornhub is not an educational tool.
Yeah, PornMD is better. PornMD is better.
But yeah, so there's some preparation going into it. And then you want to physically relax. So we hear of, these horrible stories of how painful it was for the receptive person, right? Like how awful and excruciating. And I get it. Like if you haven't done a whole lot and you are just trying to shove a dick or dildo or something in your ass, it's gonna fucking hurt at first. You're not knowing what to do.
Right.
there needs to be a lot of prep. So what I normally recommend is like, don't just start with a dick or a dildo.
Start with a finger.
Or even before that, baby it. Like, do a lot of rubbing, right? Like, do a lot of warm up. Warm up is key.
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean, baby it? Do a lot of rub? Like, you just rub the anus?
Oh yeah, like if you're, let's say you are like eating a girl out, right? And then slide your hand down there, warm it up, get her to relax, and then slowly moving a fingertip up until the first joint. Bring it out, like do a lot of like warm up. Seriously, baby step that.
Right.
And you can get to the point where you can introduce like a small butt plug, because they do come in different sizes. Don't just Google that and then be absolutely traumatized by the horrible images of these ginormous Statue of Liberty butt plugs. Like, don't do that. I don't recommend that. But start with the cute little, butt plugs and work up, or just stick with fingers and then slowly progress. And I'm not saying that you have to wait several sessions to do this. You can do it in one session if you're comfortable, if you're able to relax it up, and then you'll be able to get to the point where you do end up getting to the your courage to have like a dick or a dildo in you,
right?
And then you have to do something really weird if you don't want it to hurt. And I'm telling you, this is my advice.
All right.
When you start to drill for home, act like you're gonna poop.
What?
The recipient. She's acting like she's gonna poop. She went there, bro. She really took it there.
There's no poop in there. You already took care of that. But bear down. If you bear down, right, like you're gonna like poop, you're gonna relax that initial sphincter, and you're gonna be able to slide in. So relax. So if you bear down, that's gonna force that initial sphincter just to relax.
Right.
And slide in a lot more easily. Still go slow. That doesn't mean, oh, she's pushing, let me just shove it in. And I do want to say, like, before you even get to this point, you should have already been like talking about, hey, if this starts to feel uncomfortable, you need to say stop, slow down, have that communication.
Right.
Because if they're saying, oh, stop, but you're in halfway and they're starting to freak out and you're like, oh my God, it just gets like traumatic. And then somewhat non-consensual. So just don't even go there. Have the conversation beforehand. And
then she ends up with a prolapsed anus.
Oh my God. Do not destroy the booty. Don't destroy the booty. But yeah, so it's going to be weird. I mean, it's a process, but get to the point where you can bear down, and then it might be uncomfortable for a couple of seconds, but you're going to start feeling that full relaxation, and it's going to start feeling really good. If you're not into it and you're like, this isn't as great, you can say you did it, right?
Right.
It is crab legs. I mean,
it is crab legs. It's a lot of fucking work, man. A lot of work.
That goes into it. There's a lot of work that goes into it, but some people super get off on the process. They're like, it's an anticipation, right? There's excitement going into it, and it's like a taboo. It's dirty. It's naughty. It's
right.
They might not do every day, so it's exciting for them.
I mean, all that work. I'm sure nobody's doing it every day. That's a lot.
You would be very surprised because there are a lot of people.
I know there's people who just prefer it. That's what they. Yeah.
Yep. That's their thing. Which to each their own. But that's kind of like the process. So I thought, I had some notes from before.
Okay.
These are like things that I've collected along my journey into talking about all things sex, right?
We should have condensed this. This is a whole lot of booty talk.
Sex related. So like cleanup, right? So we were talking about, so even if you do all of this preparation, right? And most ideal situation is you're not going to notice any kind of fecal matter. That's the most ideal. But think about it. Even if you've cleaned out, right? Everything's good to go. You're still a human being that is still constantly processing things.
Shit happens.
It happens. And you're in there and you're counting away. It's just,
breaking off little chips.
Yeah, something might show up, right? Something might show up. Be aware of it beforehand that it's a chance it might be happening. Do not absolutely mortify. Also, goes back to preparation. What are you having sex on? Right? Like, do you want to have your $1,000 silk sheets? No. Maybe put on, some dark colored bedding.
Right.
Maybe put down a dark towel, something like that. And just be aware that, some shit happens. Also, cleaning the toys. So when you're all these toys that I'm hoping you're using, to warm up with, they need to be cleaned, right? All sex toys need to be cleaned. I'm just also wanting to emphasize anal toys for obvious reasons. It depends on the material of the toys. So if you have a silicone toy, you want to use a soap and water. Be careful. A lot of the toy cleaners out there, they have different chemicals in it that can break it down. If it's like a hard plastic, make sure you're doing at least antibacterial wipes and wash with antibacterial soap, things like that. But take care of your toys. You don't want to reuse dirty toys. I have to say that because it happens all the time.
Is that a rule?
You're just, you're home alone. And
don't do it. Just don't do it.
And you reach over to whatever your sex drawer, and then you have to put it away before your kid comes in. I don't know what your situation is. Make sure you don't forget about the dirty toys. You clean them.
Fellas, wash that nut rag.
What? Nut
No,
I wouldn't know.
Like a fucking towel or a sock or something that they put on.
Sock or whatever.
And,
seriously?
Yeah, and then motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers have one that's like fucking ancient, been sitting there for like 6 months, and motherfuckers it's like a brick.
Starch socks.
Okay, so Kellen, help me out. What is wrong with knocking it out in the shower?
I don't know. I mean, I imagine a lot of people do. I can't do it. You know what? I have a weird thing with orgasms and water. For me.
What? Okay. And you're adverse to this.
No. I'm not I'll do things in the shower, in the water and whatnot. But I'm saying I can't finish there. It's very difficult for me to finish in the water.
Okay.
I can't believe I just put my shit out there like that. But yeah, it's like we can
Swipe
start
left.
there, we can be there.
No, Kevin.
You know what I'm
Water.
saying?
I have heard this, that a lot of people have to be in their position, right? Like they have to go to position.
There is a finish position. Absolutely.
Because it's not just a physical, right? Like once they physically get that position, then they mentally can relax, right?
Yep. It's on. It's fourth quarter, baby. It's time to close. I'm about to hit this shot like Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Absolutely.
I think those people are just, I don't know. I think I'm sorry. I judge you. You need to be more, I shouldn't say you're so judgmental. You shouldn't need to be anything.
Judge you.
But people, be more orgasmic aerobatic. Come on.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. It's like, you definitely should be able to do I think that a lot of times it really just depends on the partner, the situation. Yeah. But yeah. If you're not in a space, if you're not whatever, there's definitely a closing position for some.
Yeah. Okay, I hear that one too. Yeah. How are you blushing? Okay.
Right.
Right. Bring this on someone in your sexy time.
No springing in the ass.
No, not okay. Not consensual, not okay. 2, you want to have the physical prep, right? So you want to be clear, clean, hygienic, mentally ready for everything. Then you want to have the proper items. So you want to make sure that you have the proper lube. You want to make sure you have your condom. You want to make sure that if you have any toys available, they are clean. And then you want to make sure that you have a partner that you can trust. Oh, this is another one. We didn't talk about this. You should be doing this, of course, anything sexual is, talk about it. Make sure, I'm hoping you're doing this with people that you trust, because it's very, intimate acts. But for me, it seems like anal sex can go bad very quickly.
Oh God.
So I think that it can go bad. Like you seem shocked.
Like, who the fuck are you fucking? Like, what is going on? Right.
But I really hope that you're having this adventure with someone that you really trust, that when you say, hey, it hurts or I'm uncomfortable, that they're gonna stop. Because anal sex, it can be very painful. So those are the key elements when it comes to anal sex. And we talked about some of the misconceptions that I hear when it comes to sex and virginity, and when it comes to STIs and anal sex. Are there any things that stick out to you, Kellen, that would be good to go over?
Ooh, shit! It's it's crab legs. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. But, what's that? There's a lot of work for a little bit of meat. No, I think that's all. That's great information. I definitely learned some shit today.
You have nightmares. You look a little like Helen Blunt, but apparently I can.
Oh, you got me. You got me. You got me, because I got a little, yeah.
You and your okay. But yes, and thank you for sharing that some dudes have some finishing rags like that. That's the one that they just stick into the corner bottom of their bed. They're like,
you would think. You think there's some shit that stops in high school, but it goes on.
No judgment, though. No judgment. No.
Hey, fucking judge away.
But if anyone has any questions, concerns, comments on anal sex, then you can I'm sure comment or send me a message directly if it comes to anything you want to delve more deeply into. And if you have anything you want me to cover when it comes to sex, I can, if I don't have the information, I can definitely get it to you. But that's
absolutely,
that's the booty juice. That's booty.
Booty juice.
Very informative and also just fun, so that's always cool. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's this segment of Ask Susanna.
Version anal.
A lot of
Ask Susanna. I'm already sweating too.
You're like, were you taking notes? Were you taking notes?
a lot of booty talk.
I like it in the shower. So I don't know, man. But
you what?
I like it in the shower. I'm just like that.
I didn't say I don't like it in the shower. I'm not opposed to it. I'm just saying, for whatever reason, water's dripping on me and shit, and I'm getting my thing on. It's a lot. I'm overstimulated. You know what I'm saying? So it's too much. It's too much right now. All right.
It's also not cold water.
So we're gonna get about this motherfucking shower.
Okay.
We'll finish somewhere else.
We're gonna exactly
your thing.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get on that counter, and then we'll get back in the shower.
Yeah, shower sex. I do not like shower sex. I don't.
It's cool for a second. Yeah. Listen, y'all got me on here with Susanna, just putting my shit all out there. You know what I'm saying? Just booty talk, man. I was like, oh, okay. All that work. That's not there was nothing about that was spur of the moment. We can get into this. It's whole lot of preparation, whole lot of conversation.
You cannot have butt sex as a spur of the moment kind of thing. That's bullshit. Doesn't matter what movies say. Doesn't matter what books say. There's no way. There's no way you can go through sex.
If you're together for a long time, sometimes it just comes up, and you tap it or stick, try.
Like, oops.
She looked at you. She looked at you. I looked at her like, no, yeah, no.
So
Well, this is not
Shit.
color, but
She said, "Wrong hole, fool."
Lubricate the crab legs. What do you want me to do, man? Like,
Oh shit.
well, I think it's just the coaching part. I mean, you have to be a part of like a really great relationship where, like, you've been together for a long time. You're like, well, want to try something new, doing the butt, there's a coaching part. So she kind of taught me a lot. Like, I mean, not that I want to do it, but I'm just saying.
Oh, you want to do it? You want to do it, motherfucker? You don't you bullshit now? Don't you bullshit now?
is
He
this
like,
coaching
Rose,
live or something?
Rose, I learned some shit.
There's some shit. You use your saliva as a lubrication? Do you say that?
Oh,
No, you can't use your saliva. Oh my gosh.
Floyd into that broke back.
hey.
You failed already. Floyd, you failed.
Floyd's been watching that broke back mountain shit.
Hey, it's definitely a good first date conversation. Oh, shit.
By the way,
You like ice in your drink, but do you like stick it in the butt? Put it in there.
So, what are your thoughts on butt play?
But
I don't know. I'm gonna watch another segment of Ask Susanna, and that'll totally not want you fucking doing it.
I know. I was researching on Pornhub.com, and that's what they said.
Floyd better share that premium membership.
Wash your toys. Well, very interesting. I mean, this is the second time we talked about anal, so I guess it's
we've gotten a lot of questions.
more than second.
We've gotten a lot of questions about around the butt shit, man. Like I said, I'm no butt expert, but it's the people want what the people want. So we're here to deliver. We're here to deliver.
All right. Hey, guys.
No buts about it.
Yeah. For those listening, if you have any questions that you just, you can DM us.
DM Floyd.
Don't DM me. But direct message us. And if you want questions for Susanna, she can share that information. So Susanna is a health expert, specifically into the STDs and sexual counselor for.
Susanna, have you not wanting to fuck? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's work for her.
All right, guys. Are we ready for our next segment? Is that Give Me 5 with KC? Are we ready, KC?
Let's get it. What up? So today's segment of Give Me 5, thing that's been on my mind, there's this guy, Tom Seipel. I've been following him on Instagram for the last few weeks. I actually first saw his story on Baker Mayfield's Instagram. And this man, he's terminally ill with cancer. And just every day he kind of puts up a post, right? And he does an update on his status, right? And I believe like maybe even a month ago, he was just given like a couple weeks to live. And here he is. He's been battling it. And he, some days you can tell he's having good days and he's strong and he's there and he's with it. And then other days he's just in so much pain, man. And it's interesting because I've never, we hear about these stories and whatnot. And you see there's so many people that are battling cancer even right now. But I've never personally watched somebody just daily struggle and go through it. He's got about 1,800 followers on Instagram, and he has a Seipel Strong, and Baker Mayfield actually wears an orange Seipel Strong bracelet while he plays. The biggest thing today, after the Chiefs beat the Browns, he made a status update, and man, it really fucked with me. It really got me. He basically was talking about how, as a Cleveland Browns fan his entire life, they never had much to look forward to, but it was always like, the off season. They're like, oh, the off season moves and to see what they're going to do for next year, because it was always building that hype, and they would be excited about the next season because, that's all they had. At least going into the next season, they were 0-0, right? And he said he was sitting there and he was talking to his dad, and he said to his dad, he's like, you know, next year they need to do this, this, and this. And then he said, and then it just hit me. He's like, there's not going to be a next year. There's not going to be a next season for me. I'm not going to be here. And man, it caught me. It caught me, man. And I've been, like I said, I've been following him for a few weeks, and there's some of the stories that hit me more than others. But that one is just another reminder of like why we have to live, man. You have to live and live hard, love hard, and fucking just do everything with so much intention, good intention. And just understand, man, there's people that are battling every day just to live, just to be in existence. And then we have people out here just that are assholes, you know? And then you have other people that are just good-hearted, good-natured people, and they're stricken with a disease like cancer and just battling every day. But it was one of those things, like I missed the Chiefs game today. For the first time, I've missed a Chiefs game, a playoff game in particular, since I was deployed to Afghanistan. And for me, the big thing was I had some friends, they wanted to go to the mountain, and today happened to be the day that it worked out for their schedules. And I thought about rescheduling. I thought about doing all this stuff. I was like, man, the Chiefs play, I'm going to miss the entire fucking game. But it was important for me, man, to create those memories with my people, with my friends. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad we did that. And seeing that message from Tom Seipel, it really made me feel a lot better about it. And I wasn't upset about missing the game. I mean, granted, I might have felt something different had the Chiefs lost. I don't know. But I can say after seeing that message and seeing this man who's battling and having seen him have that realization that here he is, he's thinking about next season for the Cleveland Browns. He's not even going to get to enjoy it. He's not even going to get to see it, man. And I don't know. I really wanted to share that because it hit me in a way. And obviously you hearing the story secondhand from me is not going to make you feel as much. But if you want to go follow the man on Instagram, it's Tom Seipel, obviously TOMSEIPEL. And I mean, he said in this post, he said, man, I guess, you know, the Browns lose and I could just not wake up tomorrow. I mean, that's literally the reality that he's living with. Any day he's not going to be here anymore, man. And just live, man. Live hard, love hard. And yeah, that's my big thing right there. Another thing I want to say, the movie American Skin is out. I recommend everybody watch it, no matter what walk of life you are from, no matter left, right, Democrat, Republican, whatever. American Skin. The movie is about a black man gets pulled over. He's with his 14-year-old son. His 14-year-old son ends up getting shot and killed by a police officer. And then the father ends up taking justice into his own hands, and they storm a police station, him and some friends and family. And it's dope as fuck. And not dope just because like it was like, oh, this black father got vengeance. Not dope in that manner. It's dope in the fucking conversations that happen. And no matter what side you're on, and all blue lives matter, fucking all lives matter, black lives, no matter what side you're on, everybody's voice is heard in this movie. And it just the dope ass conversations that come from it. So I recommend everybody check out American Skin. I had to rent it. It was like $6.99 or some shit. I go to the movies all the time, so that ain't shit. But check out American Skin. You should be able to download it on any of your platforms, your smart TVs. But yeah, that's my gimme 5 for today, man. So I hope you enjoy.
All right, give it up for Kellen, everybody.
Ooh, thank you, Kellen.
Yeah, that's a great message, bro. Like I know with COVID happening the past year, and you know we're not by far not done with COVID and the after effects. And you know the administration and our leadership doesn't make it easier because we're going through things with our families. But I do one good takeaway is that you know each moment is pretty precious.
It is,
and that the time that you do have right now with your family and the things that you're not usually doing because you're always working, you're busy, or you're not teleworking because you're at the office. Those are moments. I have like 17 nieces and nephews, and a total of us like almost 30 of us. And I'm going to cherish every second and moment, like Kellen said, that I spend time with my family because we all grow up pretty fast, and they're not going to be little anymore, and our kids are not going to be the young kids that always want to be around mom and dad or the family. And Abby has older kids now, and so they get to that age where they want to venture off into la la land and make the mistakes they got to. But right now, since we're all kind of home and we're home most of the time, for those of us teleworking or working at home, and spending time with the kids, have some good moments right there with the kids. The kids will remember that when they grow up. And that will be, especially with your partners too, your husbands and your wives. Spend some time with them. Take up a hobby. If you want, think about doing anal, go ahead and do an anal. Do it in the shower if you got to. Lubricate.
Thing is too, man. Floyd is like, don't. It's good that you mentioned the kids and shit like that because you're right. That's time, but don't forget about your elders either.
Yes.
Don't forget about your elders either, man. I think we don't hit on that enough. I don't have any grandparents anymore, man. I mean, I lost my grandmother in 2015. That was the last grandparent I had, and now, I lost my father in 2017, right? And so we all think that we have time. We all think that we're going to have time and we'll get there and we'll get to it, man. And you realize not everybody's going to get old, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about these kids, not everybody's going to get old, man. And we have to keep that in consideration, man. Love on your people, man. Show them love, give them love. And that's the thing. Nobody's going to remember the shit that you did. They're going to remember the way you made them feel. You know what I'm saying? And showing that love, man, that's the shit that will always stand the test of time, man. So I try to be more intentional with that and make sure I reach out to my people from time to time and love on them, man, and just show them, hey, I'm here. You ever need me? I know life gets in the way. We all get busy and shit, but please know my line is always open, man. Hit me,
Yeah, exactly. Especially with this podcast we've been doing for almost a year now, the things that we're doing now, man, we're going to sit back 10, 20 years from now and just remember all the good shit we talked about, all the things that we helped with other people. I'd like to thank our listeners, just listening in and spending time with us. Every moment that we spend together is something we're always going to remember down the line. And all the laughter, all the stuff, and what's crazy is that we haven't seen each other for like years and months, but we've had this bonding moment online. How technology is good and bad, but the things that we're doing right now and we're sharing with other people, like I said, Kellen's saying, like, people are enjoying what we do. People are getting the information that they need or the outlets, and I really, really, I feel better now the past couple months that you guys are a part of my journey, and that now we have listeners being a part of our journey. So it's insane, and I feel really good that you guys I'm honored that you guys are still with me doing this fun thing that we're doing.
Oh yeah.
Cool. All right, guys. So we have the last, we are sponsored by Poddex. Poddex is the hottest new tool for podcasters looking to have more meaningful conversations or gamify their podcast. Simply shuffle up the deck, ask a question, and let the content roll. Get yours today at poddex.com and use code HWY54 for 10% off your order.
Goddamn, we need to talk about some butt stuff or something. Boy, I almost got my feelings for a moment. Shit. Oh shit! I almost had it. Goddamn.
This or that, guys. Let's end up the night here with this. All right, really short or super tall?
Is that a question or a statement?
That's a question.
Yeah.
What is it?
Would you like really short or really tall? So a really short girl, really tall. Yeah,
tall.
Like
really tall.
Tall.
Either or.
Come on, you have to pick one. Is this or that? You can't do that on the fence shit. You got to pick one.
There you go.
Probably close to my height.
Tall. So I'm tall. I'm tallish. Not, yeah.
Floyd,
tall.
You're 5'7". You're not tall.
He's tall for a Filipino.
He's tall for a Filipino.
Fuck you, Abby. Short or tall?
Tall.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Soda.
Don't discriminate on the really short people, though, y'all. Come on, somebody say short.
As far as soda, bottle or can?
Bottle
all day.
Got that real sugar shit on the bottle.
Yeah. I like the plastic soda in the plastic, and then you put the plastic in the.
In the Philippines.
Oh, the Philippines.
Oh, the bags. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has a different taste to it. You know, you put it in the plastic. So, Kellen, if you go to like a little store in the Philippines, they want to recycle the bottle. So instead of giving you the bottle, they keep the bottle, but they put the soda in a plastic bag with a straw.
What? Really?
More disposable.
A little long plastic bag and put a straw in it, and then you just drink from there.
Yeah.
Damn.
Stephen Hawking or Steve Jobs?
Jobs.
Fuck, I don't know. I heard Jobs was a dick, honestly.
Yeah, it's true.
I heard he was a dick. I know he's innovative and shit, but I don't give a fuck how innovative you are. If you're a fucking asshole, I'm gonna go Hawking, bro.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to both of them, though.
Yeah. Hawking had, they both passed, but Hawking.
Yeah.
Sincerely or yours truly?
I'm a
Sincerely.
Closing the emails. Sincerely.
Mm-hmm.
I've never used. Well, I use sincerely, but I've never used truly. I use VR. So
Yeah, VR is like lazy.
yeah,
I don't know what to say. I'll just put VR.
My husband uses VR.
Or either that or thanks.
VR.
Thanks.
He's like very respectfully.
King.
VR. I only use VR when I'm serious, like VR.
I use VR all the time. Small business or corporation?
Small business.
Small business, yeah.
Yeah.
Although I fucking use Amazon way too much.
Yeah. Although, I have to admit, fucking Amazon.
Yeah, I've worked for corporations because I wanted to learn what they do, like Chili's and then part Air Force, but small business all the way. Screen calls or just answer?
Screen calls.
Screen calls.
Just answer.
Really?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. If it's somebody I don't want to talk to, then I'm like, we're gonna cut this one real fucking short. Or if it's somebody like calling my shit, like, hey, take me off whatever list you got me on.
There you go.
Good, bro.
It's Kellen. Kellen. Your social security number has been compromised.
Right. So the king of Nigeria would like to give you $100 million. Please give us your bank account number.
Right.
Here's another one during tax season. They'll say, "Oh, you owe the IRS money." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Just go to Target. Spread out the gift card.
Go to Target, gift card.
Midnight or noon?
Midnight.
Lately, I've been sleeping till noon, so I don't know. Midnight until
I'm sleeping till noon tomorrow.
Yeah. E.T. or Gremlins?
Oh.
What was the other one?
E.T. or Gremlins.
Man, I fucked with them Gremlins heavy, bro. I loved Gremlins, dog.
Yeah.
It's two different things, though, right? E.T.
It is. Two different.
They're both aliens, though. They're both like.
Yeah. Oh, Gremlins not. Oh, what the hell is a Mogwai?
I thought they were a little fucking alien. I know when that motherfucker, you put some water on that bitch or let him eat after noon and they turn into the fucking eggs and shit. Yeah, I don't know. What is a gremlin? You're right. What species?
I gotta watch it again. Flip flops or tennis shoes?
Flip flops.
Tennis shoes.
Flip flops. All day.
You know why I don't like flip flops? Because I feel like you're not prepared for some shit to pop up.
Yes.
If something goes down, you got fucking flip flops. What are you gonna do, bro? You barefoot, and guess what? Don't get into a conflict. Because guess what? If some shit pops off and we about to fight, I'm gonna stomp on your fucking toe and then hit you with an uppercut. I don't like flip flops, man. I feel like you're just not prepared for shit.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I'm sorry.
That was the nice thing about living in Hawaii because everybody's like wearing flip flops.
Yeah.
And them motherfuckers like to fight in Hawaii too.
Wedding.
Yeah. In the Philippines, they air flip flops, man. Playing
funerals, the club. They wear at the club.
At the club too?
Yeah.
It's popping in the flip flops.
Mm-hmm. I'd be like, who stole my flip flop?
My Scots. Yeah.
Don't wear flip flops. You got busted toes though. If your toes look like they throwing up gang signs, you just got fucking corns and bunions, all kind. Like don't. It's funny. It's people with the ugliest feet that always gonna have their feet out. You like
right.
Like You got toe jam,
You
homie.
want to air that shit out.
Right.
No toenails, all black and purple.
Nah, bro. Mm-mm.
I still can't get over flip flops in a club, man. Oh,
No, right.
what if that flip flop slips off and you step on the ground? Oh, man.
Remember that being?
At the bar, concerts,
How about
weddings.
that? But like you're talking about bars like outside, then it's usually you can wear flip flops.
Yeah, no, I don't even own flip flops, guys. I don't own flip flops. I own sandals and rubber shoes.
Suppose you're gonna get the flip flops from me right here.
I wear them at home.
These are my house shoes. This is my house shit. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers are so comfy.
Those Crocs.
Hey, listen. Y'all can hate on Crocs all you want. These motherfuckers are so comfy, and when they bust out, I'm gonna get another fucking pair. They're so comfy. It's not the Croc with the back, baby. This is open. This is open heel. You know what I'm saying?
The open ones.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, my kids love them. My kids love Crocs, and I was like, when I owned Crocs, you guys told me it was the ugliest thing ever. And my kids were saying, the girls were saying, well, Mom, we didn't know how comfortable it was. And I was
them motherfuckers are comfortable.
Those are comfy. Yeah.
But you don't wear Crocs out though. Like you don't wear them out. These motherfuckers don't leave the house.
No. I used to wear it to work.
Yeah, I had them in my office desk.
My kids wear it.
Yep. Alarm clock, music or siren?
Always music.
Siren.
I pick music that sets the tone for my day. It's usually like some Nipsey Hussle. I got a bunch of Nipsey tracks on all my shit, and it just kind of gets me in. I wake up, bro. I wake up just hype, man. So I like it.
Music, I won't wake up to, man.
I won't wake up. I'd be like,
I
probably start dreaming.
Yeah. Oh, really?
With the music.
Blame it on the rain.
Yeah, and I'm dreaming of walking on the rain with an umbrella. So no, no, it has to be scary.
Mine was like Gangster's Paradise by Coolio.
The most outlaws living in the gangster's paradise.
Wake up all angry and shit. What the fuck?
Yeah. Power in the money in the power. Oh shit!
Walk straight to the shower.
Yeah. Sense of humor or sense of style?
Sense of humor.
Humor.
Sense of humor.
Yeah.
Humor.
Everybody likes to laugh, man. Everybody wants somebody that can make them laugh.
Style
You can work on the style.
Yeah,
You can pay people to style you. Humor, you can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, couple more. Combat or cowboy boots?
Combat boots.
Combat.
All right.
About that action, boss. We need that combat.
I don't know. Those cowboy boots. I'm not really in the big country, but girl with tight jeans and those cowboy boots.
Oh, what do you say like that?
Just don't wear those short.
Kickers, huh?
Just don't wear those short jean shorts with those combat boots. Don't, especially for guys.
You gotta have legs for that.
Gotta have the glutes.
Yeah. Peacemaker or troublemaker?
I like that good trouble, boy. I like that good trouble, like John Lewis said. Peacemakers trying to please everybody. You know what I'm saying? You're never gonna please everybody. So I'm like,
Yeah.
Do you?
Trouble. I would go for trouble.
Trouble?
Yeah.
Peacemaker. I'm in between shit.
I know. I was saying I'm in between too, but I do like my fair share of trouble. So
I like to annoy people. So I'm sarcastic.
Hey, Floyd be trolling motherfuckers hard.
Yeah.
I try to. You see my post?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I go. No, here's one of the ways I troll. Like, especially like Trump supporters, I'd be like, hey, I put like hands up like this way, flat Earth believer up here, and or say, hey, you're on the wrong page, and then I'll post like a flat Earth post. Oh, man. They give me the finger all the time. Ice or slushy, or no, but my newest one is like if they be fucking controversial and like not accept what happened January 6th, I go, here you go, and I tag FBI.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Get that motherfucker.
Yeah, I gotta go start doing that.
So I got a finger and like, fuck FBI. Okay. I just tagged you, boy.
Mm-hmm. Floyd said, I'm fucking telling. Fuck that.
Everybody. What's the other one? All right, a couple more, two more. Purpose or passion? Ooh.
Passion.
Yeah.
You can have a purpose, but passion, that's a different level. You know, because purpose is like, I know what I want to do in the next couple of years. So I have a guide. To me, as a guide. But if you have a passion, it doesn't matter. Up, down, rainy, dry, you know, no money.
You're gonna do it.
You're gonna keep doing it. So I'm gonna go
passion. I'm going with passion.
And thing is too, purpose can be manipulated. Purpose can be manipulative. You know what I'm saying? Your whole purpose, your whole reason for being can be a manipulative purpose. You know what I'm saying? So passion, you ain't really faking that, man. I like passion all day.
Yeah, passion. What do you think, Carlo? Passion. Purpose.
I mean,
he's like, after you
passion would be nice for me, but I always ended up just not pursuing it.
Yeah. What about you, Abby? Passion.
Passion, yeah. Passion.
Purpose. Passion. All right, last one. Pirate or captain?
Pirate.
Pirate.
Man, Floyd be playing that ending credits already.
Get you that Grammy music, bitch. Let's go. Wrap that shit up, B. Wrap that shit up,
B. He gotta go to Target.
I'm your captain now.
There's that grocery list.
I'm gonna go after all these conversations with Susanna. I feel like I'm a booty hunter, so I gotta go pirate.
Booty pirate. Booty pirate. Pirate. Carlo.
Pirate.
Pirate.
All right. R. Yeah, I'm gonna pirate. Yeah. Well, that's it, guys. Pod decks, 10% off. Just type in Highway 54 for those who are interested in doing podcast. I know a lot of people are doing it now, and if we can influence you guys to do that, do it, man. I mean, a lot of us here are planning to do podcasts, and so I really encourage you guys to check out Poddex at poddex.com and use our code Highway 54 for 10% off. You'll love it. All right, guys, that's it for us. Any last words for everybody?
Free Jalen Baden. Free Jalen Baden.
January 20th. Let's see. Be safe, guys. Listen, guys.
Be safe, guys.
Wash your hands. Wear masks. Double mask. Triple mask. Don't go out unless you have to. There are 0 beds available here in San Diego. Unfortunately, I have close friends and family who are test positive. A whole family, 10 plus, were positive. So it's no joke, guys. Right now, we are stuck. Not even the middle of it. It's just the beginning. So.
Also, make sure you clean your toys.
Netflix and hot dogs.
Got that UV light, Floyd.
There you go.
All right, guys. Happy Sunday, everybody. We'll see you next week. And we've got to report back because the 20th, Wednesday, the new administration is coming in. Hail the new chief. President-elect Biden and the VP Kamala Harris. All right, guys. Thank you, guys.
Peace out, guys.
All right. Love you guys.
Bye.
Much love, brother.
Much love. Much love.